Enes Kanter is not slowing down on his criticism of China. And as of yet, the NBA still hasn't done anything. The NBA has effectively tried to keep this as quiet as they possibly could without any official response, as Enes Kanter continues to demonstrate and speak out against China and against Nike, one of the NBA's biggest sponsors. Celtics Enes Kanter says China's insecure tyrant, Xi Jinping, shouldn't host the Olympics. Kanter has sharply criticized China for reported human rights violations. And we talked about the Nike made with slave labor that he did the other day. Well, now he's previewed new sneakers that he will wear during Boston's game against the Washington Wizards. He wore those last night. The sneakers had 3 messages: no Beijing 2022, move the games, and no rights, no games. You can go to Enes Kanter's Twitter right here. And we keep saying this every time he speaks out, when is something going to happen? Like, when is there going to be some movement? When is it going to be too much for China? And as of yet, we haven't really seen anything other than China banning Celtics games. You have to imagine at some point they're going to want to address this with the NBA.
Yeah,
they probably already are. You never know. I just wish Enes Kanter was really a superstar player. This would carry much more weight if he was let's say LeBron James, for example. But we know where LeBron's loyalties lie.
Yeah, absolutely. But I love the fact that he's calling out LeBron, Phil Knight, Nike, the NBA,
Michael
Jordan. Like, he's calling everybody out. And again, one thing I don't really care what someone's political opinion is. I care about the hypocrisy. So I've always called out people like LeBron James because, look, in the most respectful way possible, LeBron James is a literal bitch. Okay? And that's about as respectful as I can be. That's all the respect LeBron deserves. He's a literal bitch. All right. So when LeBron James is out there spewing this nonsense about BLM and identity politics and being hunted in the streets and all of that, and then he says that he's more than an athlete, and that, what did he say? What was about social justice? What was that tweet he made where it's like, you gotta speak out against.
You gotta stand up against injustice anywhere and everywhere, kind of thing.
Exactly.
Except for China, that was a small print.
Yeah. So
except for China, or except when because of your rhetoric in Los Angeles, sheriff's deputies are like attempted to be assassinated, basically. Execution style. Then you don't speak out against that.
Oh yeah, he had no comment on that.
Asks you to say something, then you don't speak out. That's not an injustice that's worth LeBron James' time because it doesn't fit his narrative.
Right. And so with Enes Kanter doing this, it's just like he's being consistent. He says the BLM stuff, stop Asian hate, all that. He pushes the social justice stuff, but he's also consistent saying, hey, what about all of this going on? I respect the fact that he's consistent. I respect the fact that I might not agree with a lot of what he's saying, but now with him calling out China and holding the NBA, I respect the fuck out of him for that. I really do. I totally respect that. I don't think he would ever want to have a conversation with someone like me. I think he'd hate my guts, but it doesn't matter. I respect the fact that he's consistent and he's calling out these hypocritical pieces of shit. Nothing but respect to him.
Yeah, and now he's calling for the Olympic Games to be moved out of Beijing. Now it's going above and beyond just like the NBA and just Nike. Now he's literally calling the Olympic Committee to stop this. So there's 82 games in a season. Does Enes Kanter have 82 different ways to criticize China this year? I guess that'll be the thing. We'll have to keep a lookout for that. But he's staying true to what he believes, which you got to respect that one way or the other.